Happy Thursday, happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing than trading these markets. Let's first go and find the stock with the greatest flow. Nope, not Apple. Coin. Not Coin. Google. Maybe. Google. JPM. No. Visa. No. XOM. No, not really. Greatest flow is Google. Comes from a trifecta, so flat state. Redheaded stepchild. Erase that one. Elephant bar. Or you could do four finger or Fab 4. Elephant bar off of it, clearing. Nothing to the left, and then go down. And if you look here on the 5-minute, you can see because this space exists here. Keep in mind we can play this as the 200, the previous day's close. You get that same movement, but it doesn't go so far because we have this space above right here. So what did we trade? We traded Apple. One, 2, 3. We traded Apple. Here's Fab 4. Apple, we got a large red bar here. So we didn't know what to do. We were going to look for a GIF trade within this zone. It went down. It went back up. We're bouncing up. We're waiting for that GIF bar. You do get that GIF bar right here. And you could have traded it down. We missed that right there. We were looking for it here. Maybe you could have counted it here. Could have counted it here. And you could have sold right here and got this. What we did is we missed that just because we were waiting for it to clear out the bar. It didn't clear out the bar in our opinion at the time. Just not how we wanted to, so we didn't trade it. So then we were looking for other trades, but then we saw, hey, this is off of a flat 200, so we sold that. And then it didn't quite keep moving. And that was like an area of resistance, it seemed. So after a while, we just got out and took our little profit that we had. But it was a profit, so, what can you say? If you keep moving, 11 o'clock, we're out of it. This might have been a great trade here off the flat 200. You could have traded this with a stop here. Looks like it wouldn't have got anything. Well, you would have. Probably get out here. $14, we're back. This is flat. The 20 is flattish, so no real movement. Nothing. Next trade we traded was coin. This is wide. Fab 4 would have been, had nothing. Wouldn't have really traded anything except if you were looking at trading at the bottom of the Fab 4. Maybe you could have got this. You should have said color change with that tail bar right here. And it could have been off of the previous day's close. Ran that up. Maybe got out there. Not too sure. Looking at this, you have it hits the 200 on the 5. That's a good indication it's getting out. $11 we're out. 11 we're out. That's a big bar. Even though we're not in it, you could get in it, stop, let it ride. Sorry. Get out. That would have been a nice trade. All of that. We wouldn't have got in until 14, so we wouldn't even have got that. That's flat at this point. We got in here. We saw it's flat, and then a elephant bar off of it. So we got in right here, hoping it'd go higher. We got out quickly. It went a little higher, but it was towards the end of the day, so it didn't have any more room to go. As you can see, it kind of hit right here, the 20 on the 5 minute. So we were like, hey, we were interested in this, but once we saw it here, left clearing, we got into it. Rather than getting into it right here with a green bar takeout, red bar right on the 20, which would have been a perfect move. So after that, you have, let's look at Google. So Google's the best move. Of course, we said it would have had the most flow. It's a trifecta. It has right here, redheaded stepchild, take out the 200 for now. Has the 3 things we're looking for. Elephant bar, come up. That's what we're really looking for on the first 20-minute open. $11, we're out. Next page. We're not until 14, but you get a move right here at 13:30. It looks. That's a move. You probably would have got in here. Nothing. You could have got in here. Nothing to the left. Set the stop. Nothing to the left. Set the stop. Combine the bars. Nothing to the left. Elephant bar. Ride that up. Maybe get out here if you're scared. Ride it to the 200. That's still a nice little trade. But you keep riding it. Looks like you could have got a little bit more. You kept riding it. Now you could ride to the previous day's close. That's another sign you could get out here. And keep in mind this is a position of power. You could have got in here, right here. You could have got in color change right here. Could have got in color change here. That's a flat 200. And there it is. Next one's going to be JPM. JPM, it's kind of tricky on the morning. We're looking at a Fab 4 of Fab 4 right here. So we're avoiding all of this. So we're probably not playing this one early. Now you could have played that off the 200. That's a good play. It's far enough away from the open. It's off the 200. You set your stop. That's harder to see than you would think, but that would have been a nice trade. 11 o'clock, we're out. This would have made it a little bit more obvious. It's off of a flat 200. Off flat 200 here. Flat 200 here. That makes that a little bit more obvious as a play that you could have made. Let's see. You get a move there. Off the 200. We know off the 200 is always the most powerful move. So here, nothing to the left. That would have been a good indicator right there. You could have got in here, rode that up, and see where it took you. Rode it up higher. That's pretty high. Get out. I mean, that's pretty high. Get out. However you want to look at it. It seems to keep going up. There's the indicator. Across the 20. 14. End of the day. So next stock, Visa. So you're looking at Fab 4. Fab 4. You don't have anything. You don't have anything. You don't have anything. Maybe here, off. Ride that down. Position of power. Cut off. Cut off. Cut off. $11, we're done. This one makes it a little clearer. You have off the 200. A 5 minute often does make it clearer. Off the 200. Green bar takeout. That's half. That's half. There's two moves, same size, and that's the middle. And then once you have, hey, wide state, 3 finger, 1, 2, and then a color change right here, you ride that back up, ride that back up, and then that gets flat, and then that's flat right here, and you can tell because that's a flat 200, so it's not going up, it's just hanging around the 200, and then you get a sell right there, right here, tail bar, it goes beyond it, barely, and then you get another tail bar, it doesn't go beyond it, and then it goes straight down, which the real sell is probably right here on the 200, flat 200 with an elephant bar. That's a good sell indicator. Ride that down. Next stock we're going to look at is Exxon. So Exxon, they got another weird one. It would have been Fab 4. Wrong color. Hard sell. Wrong color. Hard sell. Back into the Fab 4 area. You go off of it. Hard sell. This is just avoiding. Now we're pretty much away from the Fab 4. At this point, we can start to look for more moves. I'm going to say it's 11 o'clock. I'm avoiding it. And that makes sense. That was hard to process any moves and all of that chaos. Now we go to 13. Well, we go to 14. That's when our break ends. Now you could look at it like, hey, that previous day's close can also be played like a 200. You get an elephant bar off a 200. You let it ride, and then boom, you get a nice little sell off of that. And then you get a sell off of there. Keeps going. Eventually you get out. I mean, that's just a wide state. Color change here, you definitely would get out. And it's gonna end of the day. So those are all the trades for today. Hope that was as helpful to you as it was to me. Till tomorrow.